everybody. Everybody staying hydrated and taking lots of like immune boosting supplements and stuff, because all the photonic waves and stuff coming through. In fact, that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the chelantic morphogenetic fields. I want to talk about, off of this blog that I wrote, this article that I posted on the website, Photonic Wave Energetics, June 6th through 23rd, 2018. Now there's a subtle photonic waves coming in from the center of the galaxy too, plus the whole solar system's in that morphogenetic field of Alcyone in the Pleiades, and their whole thing, you know, more light, more photonic energy, more gamma ray, more adamantine particles penetrating this whole thing, the whole system. And then it comes through like our yellow dwarf star, which is changing to a white dwarf star, and it is basically doing, you know, it's changing that energetics in that system, and then coming through and hitting our solar system. Okay, so I'm just going to read from this right now, and then we'll see what comes up. Sometimes I can kind of tune in a little bit to my higher self and get a little bit of wisdom once in a while. So let's see what happens. Okay, ASAP, chelantic morphogenetic fields, photonic wave energetics, June 6th through the 23rd or 22nd or 21st, you know, the summer solstice, basically, kind of like another little subtle waves and energetics coming through right now until the summer solstice, and then kind of a little bit slower after that, but then into the whole, I'll talk about in July, the like the lunar eclipse and stuff like that in mid or towards the end, I think, there, and which is very important for twin flames too. Also, if you're a twin flame, you think you're a twin flame, you know, if you're in that, like you have a soulmate that's part of your soul family, let's say. We won't go, you know, it's sometimes it's not romantic like I think some people think it is. I mean, it can be, but I think for the most part, depends on where you're at. If you're both like really high frequency and you're up there, then it's probably pretty good and you're getting put together. So a lot of us get put together with our twin flame soul mate, and somebody in our soul family, in that kind of higher dimensions there, oversoul, and it can be kind of hard actually, because of the you know, things that we are getting rid of, you know, the dark stuff or old traumas, all of that. So you kind of got to be patient if you do have a soulmate twin flame. Be very patient, because there's also energies that are not our own, that are old traumas from the past and stuff, that are still, they stay inside your DNA structure and stuff. Okay. Advanced support for the Ascension process, or ASAP, is a category that will dive deeper into the mysteries of creation and the dynamics of existence and its processes. Oh yeah. Let's go for another wave ride, shall we? Okay. You guys have your distilled, structured, alkalized, filtered water and your adaptogenic herbs on hand. There's all kinds of help to support, in this round of the Ascension process. There's tons of articles that I've written personally on holistic health, and that can help you stay, you know, healthy, enhance like your cognitive ability, your physical, your biological body, your temple, your vessel, your avatar. I know I just have to say all these things over and over again to really, you know, so that we, including me, think about these things. Okay, it's very important. Yeah, there's emotional help too. That one, Alchemical Wizard 10. It's all about emotional help too, because there's going to be a lot of traumas coming up, and a lot of cognitive dissonance. So things to deal with. Okay, so consider this: a deep cycle carbon battery as an analogy for your biological body, avatar, temple, etc. We are changing it up with we are charging it up with a solar panel, our sun, through a wave inverter, the morphogenetic fields, parentheses. But we don't have a solar battery controller regulating how much energy to stop the charging at. But we do, and it's the collective cosmic intelligence source code, God, whatever you want to call it, the adamantine particles, because they know what's going on with each individual thing that they're penetrating. It's a conscious energy. That's what basically God is. I mean, when we're talking about, when I explain through my filter or my perception, because I talk a lot about energy and photonic energy and plasma waves and this and that and the quantum, then basically you can just say the collective cosmic intelligence as like source or God, or all the different prime creator on whatever, in a linear mind. That's kind of what we do. We love to like put everything in categories and give everything titles. Anyways, there's probably an abstract way to talk about this stuff. This is the reason Ascension is a slow climb back to a higher dimension. Our carbon body, this thing, what before it becomes like a silicon based one, would burst if it were overcharged with the photonic energy all at once. So now some batteries, some people's biological and light bodies are able to handle a higher capacity of wave charges from the cosmos here. This morphogenetic fields and the adamantine particles, the gamma rays coming in, the photons, right? So some people can have a higher frequency, plus some people they're taking care of their biological bodies really well. They're doing, they're on it. Basically, they're super healthy, fit people, whatever. They're doing green juices all the time. They're doing all the good stuff. I mean, they're eating like organic papayas and mangoes and stuff, okay? So they probably have higher frequency. Plus, they yoga and meditation and Tai Chi and Qigong and all these things that help with your energy flows, okay? All right. That is why we are all helping to support each other, no matter what level we are on, to balance our mind, body, and spirit. Okay, with that said, now, there may be some sunspots, some CMEs, but like the main photonic wave is coming from the center of the galaxy, which I already talked about, and it's saturating our solar system. Once with, again, with the particle wave, transmutes our sun, Solaris, and it ripples outward through this region of space. So this is the cosmic cycles here, and we're in like a really cool one. We're in this round of ascension. We're moving up in a photonic quantum level. You see how this is working? See how I'm tying all these together? If you watch all the videos and you try to piece all this together, you can start get a picture of how these photons are hitting, and we're in this side of the of the galaxy, and how this fractal changes, and you can bring it down to like you can see the swirl of the Milky Way, right? Well, that same swirls everywhere. Those same sacred geometries are everywhere. That 3, 6, 9, the numbers, all of that. Okay, all right. Through Solaris's corona, we will feel these electromagnetic waves. They produce radiation across the electromagnetic spectrum at all wavelengths, from radio waves to gamma rays, photonic light. These charged plasma particle waves of light consciousness pass through the membranes of time into our biological avatars, recoding DNA with galactic intelligence. These are the key codes to our higher selves, leading us back to the solar Christos consciousness, or they call it unity consciousness or Christ consciousness. There's all kinds of different names that have been handed down over billions of years. I mean, they've even said crystal and spelled it with a K, or Christi, or, you know, it's all the same stuff, guys. You know, don't get caught up on like titles and the way we describe things and stuff, you know. I mean, just basically just feel it in your own heart. Just take some time out, meditate, feel your own heart, feel your own intuition. It's very good to do that. And also use your brain for the logic side, for the, what is it, the left side? Yeah, use your, you know, the logic side, reasoning and your logic on the left brain, and let your right brain and your heart, you know, give you those intuitions too. And you got to kind of combine that. That's why it's important to do good, healthy things for the biological body, so that you can get your brain firing and you can actually use, you know, your cognitive abilities. Okay, not that I'm like some super smart man. I take like ginkgo biloba or something, you know, and I'm still, you know, working on it too. We're working on it. All right. All right, where was I? We are evolving into our 5D self. Not only is our genetic code transmuting, but our mind is expanding into bandwidths of higher knowledge and understanding. Our personal high heart-centered toric field, our biomagnetic field, is converging with the harmonic resonant energies that are coming in, the cosmic intelligent energies. And then there's a collective too, what's going on. This is all a part of, like, we're throwing out little pebbles into the pond, the 100th monkey, the more information's coming up for all of us, you know, as some of us are diving deep into it, you know, and finding galactic histories and all kinds of weird traumas and stuff going on with that. Some of us are just now starting to do some yoga and meditate. You know, we're on all different levels. So if you're on like a higher level, just be patient with everybody, and you don't really tell anybody anything, really. I mean, you know, you let stuff slip out, I guess, and stuff, but you don't really even try to tell anybody how to live. For sure, don't. Because, I mean, you know I can't, because I still love my, you know, organic decaf coffee and stuff, and I probably shouldn't have that because it's probably chemicals in that, but you know, I'm not perfect by all means. So but we're trying, and we do know some things, and we're on a trajectory, and we're definitely on one of the, I'm pretty sure we're on one of the 3 really prime timelines right now. I think we're doing really well. So everybody just hang in there a little bit longer. Things are looking up. Okay, so try to slow down, meditate, breathe deeply if you can. Get lots of rest, hydrate, lots of filtered water. Get out in nature. Get out in nature here. Get outside, get some of that vitamin D rays, even if there's chemtrails out and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure those are going to stop by the end of this year, since we all know about it a lot. And the waters that we drink at, you know, the municipal waters in towns and stuff, it's better to just make your own, you know, really get a distiller or something and do that and structure your water. Very important, as always. Stay hydrated, my friends. I always say that. It's kind of funny. What do we got? Get out in nature. Feel the rhythm of the natural celestial object, our planet, Gaia. Take extra vitamins and supplements, vitamin C, raw zinc, rhodiola, ashwagandha, colloidal silver, mushroom boosters, etc., etc., etc. That kind of sounded like the old Gene Wilder and Willy Wonka, didn't it? Etc., etc., etc. I had a good childhood. What can I say? This is why we talk about holistic health so much. We're trying to get ready for the tremendous changes, yes, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Okay. All right, because we're in the eye of the storm metaphorically, spiritually, and 3D physically. This particular wave should open up more love in our high heart toric fields and burst us into July with more attributes such as compassion, diplomacy, oneness, and more balance. We will feel even closer to source through this wave, exciting the particles in our high heart toric fields. Cosmic DNA will be regenerating and become more active. You know, I'm not even going to say junk DNA. These higher energetic plasma waves are penetrating Gaia and its crystalline core and releasing right now, it's releasing a lot of volcanic energies and stuff because of these higher frequency rays coming in. And there's a lot of pressures, but these, like the earthquakes and all the Pacific Rim and all the volcanoes exploding right now is a good thing because it's keeping the tectonic plates at bay, okay? So try to think of that too. And, you know, yeah, move away from those areas, probably move away from the coastlines too, because our planet it's moving and shifting and stuff just like us, just like how we do, you know? This 3D thing, it's changing, okay? So yeah, slow down, stay hydrated, meditate, you know, peace, sovereignty for all, humanitarian, health and wealth for everyone. Do it for yourself. Make sure you take care of yourself first. Make sure you nurture yourself first. Okay, that's important because then once you at least love enough that you are on a trajectory, that you're taking little baby steps during the day, and that helps your confidence, then you can, you know, you can love other people, and you can love the bugs and the birds and the bees and the trees and the grass and the air and all of that. Okay, with compassion, okay, knowing any better. Oh, even the darkest of these are unaware of the controls. So this can go deeper into, like, you know, being born in one of those royal families or something, and maybe you'll hear about some crazy dark stuff that they're into, and it's just passed down through lines. I mean, if you're traumatized over and over generations, it's probably hard to get out and stuff. But this is one of those times when you go through, a planet goes through an ascension cycle. Usually it takes longer. This is why everybody really digs coming into planet Earth and Gaia and this whole thing, is because it's a fast process. It's a process to have a really cool, take all your experiences, put them in the Akashic records, and then move up into a different dimension, and then take that experience and knowledge and that humbleness and that compassion and that love, and then go bust it out at some point. You know, maybe for me, I'm going to try to take a break for 1,000 or 2,000 years, or whatever soul family I'm in, or my higher self, or whatever. I'm hoping. It was tough, and then we'll probably bust it out and go be you know, some light warriors and some dark busters at some other experience, you know? So it's, be the observer. This is the experience. And if you can see a bigger picture, you can probably kind of chill out on all the little details that are bogging us down. But things are changing rapidly. Trust me. I mean, when I tell you this, that there are some stuff that is hidden going on right now, and it is cool. And stay in there, man. Stay in there. Okay, so forgive all those people on the planet that are just crazy and whatever, because they also have problems. Even if you think they're billion trillionaires and they gave all the, you know, your tax dollars away to something crazy. Okay? Try to forgive them. All right. Just wanted to throw that out there. That's what we have in the temporal now, in the present moment of now. It's a powerful time, yeah. It's a powerful time to integrate and transmute these energies, man, with your sisters and brothers. So, it's been a humbling experience. Gratitude to you all for going through this thing, because we're all going through it, no matter what level you're on. It's kind of what I wanted to talk about, just the energy waves right now, and up until about the summer solstice, kind of, boost yourself up with some supplements and vitamins, like I said. Stay hydrated as always. Get out and walk in nature. Get out and some kind of exercise. Stretch that biological body out. Go breathe, deep breathing, meditate. It will help you. And that's what I always talk about. And then in July, there'll probably be another wave, like especially the portals of stargates that open up for different energies is how this works. And I'll do another one before July, and then we'll talk more about like the twin flame energy and in July. And yeah, so that's it. All right. Cool.